Ah, there you go. So that's the break of day. So I've only been here since I started recording. I've been here about 20 minutes, so that's a fast flowing tide. It's 6.6 meters today. And when I came here, the sandy beach is totally accessible. However, you can see just how easy it would be to get cut off here. So you've got this like groyal type thing here, like a sea wall. But here, that was sand just a minute ago, and now we're absolutely swamped. So I'm going to reel this in. It's only been out for 10 minutes, which is a pity really, because I was quite hopeful here. So I've cast over towards that old pier point, obviously Shoreham lifeboat there, and so that's inaccessible, so nobody will fish there. But I would imagine that you will get fish coming in to feed here, especially on an incoming tide. And then obviously the mouth of the Adur there, which is good for bass, you know, earlier on in the season maybe. You will still get bass around, but I think they should hightail it up to maybe what they call the slab, which is just below that white building there. It'll give us more time to fish as opposed to here. Yeah, and I certainly don't want to get cut off, and as you see, it's barely coming in now. But what a beautiful morning. The wind turbines, of course. But I was hoping to get another 45 minutes or so here, but no, it's a fast flowing tide, you know, and it's a high tide. You hear the bell ringing, but that's just tidal action with the waves coming in. That's not a bite as such. So as you see, I'm getting soaked again, and I'd rather not, so let's get out of here. So we'll see you in a bit. Yeah, so for the 10 minutes I've came down, there we go, you can easily get cut off. There's two lady swimmers over there in for their morning dip. And we'll walk along here, then we'll go back onto the sandy beach. And here we go. So you can easily get caught off at this bit. The tide's breaking through because the sea defences aren't as great at this bit. Let's just hold on. Let's hold on a minute, guys. And what a splendid morning again. It's nice to get up and get out. I got up about 3:15 this morning, had a coffee, slice of toast, and here I am for you guys. Yeah, so as you see, one up, one down, a 4-ounce weight, a grappler. You can go right along to the end if you like, you know, if that's what you want. Most people do, in fact, but for me, no thank you, I'm just going to stay here. So let's chuck this out and let's have a look and see how fast this tide comes in, and I guess it's going to be like mega fast. So let's chuck this baby out. Swing it out. So that's a fair ways. That's like half into the channel, halfway into the channel. So I'm just going to pop a bell on it and I'm going to tie it off. And the reason I tie my rods off is because I'm talking to you and I'm moving around a lot. If not, it will go. If we get anything decent, it'll be gone, you know. So yeah, I will pop it up. I know a lot of people moan about me doing this, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. And obviously just be mindful that this is a working harbour, and also the boats come down the Adur. But yeah, there we go, Coca-Cola Seas. Well, that's never bothered us in the past, and we've always caught, so we'll continue that trend. And that's where we've just come from. We were right at the very end there, and we walked along the wall. I put down a couple of prawn traps there, just there, and that's flooding already, starting to flood, so it's all good. yeah. Wow. I think I'll put the drone up so you get a better idea, yeah. But I think I've got drone shots of this before, but I'll pop it up again. It's good. It's good practice for me operating the drone, because I'm not the greatest of drivers, flyers, pilots. See you in a bit, yeah. Yeah guys, so no matter where you are, always make sure that you've got an escape route if need be, you know, if that tide comes in or the waves start to get a bit lumpy. And so obviously here I've got the steps, or if I have to, I can go right up the end through these honeycomb structures. So I've been here maybe 11 minutes, if that, and look at that tide. So we just walked along the walkway there. Prawn traps are just down there in these little pools that are now fully covered, but you could easily have got caught out right on the very end where we were standing. We were fishing there. If you weren't paying attention or it was dark and you were doing a bit of night fishing, it wouldn't be hard to get caught out and get trapped. Although this breakwater here, this coastal defence, is pretty good, you know. If you had to wade or even swim, you'd have a good chance of making it, I think, you know, if you were a decent enough swimmer, you know. But I wouldn't want to go there. Anyway, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, we're going to give it until this tide comes up to here. So as you see, we've got a wee bit to go, maybe another 3 feet, maybe another hour or so, and then we'll have to get out of here. Anyway, take it easy, and we'll see you in a bit, yeah? Bye. Yeah, so as you see, if it wasn't for that breakwater there, my traps would be absolutely trashed, because they're down there at the other side of the breakwater. So the idea was that as the water comes in, the power of the waves is taken out by the breakwater. There you go. and it just gently floods that little cove bit there. And so yeah, my traps will be intact hopefully tonight. But they're well tethered down, but they're just cheapy Amazon ones, you know, at a £5 a piece, £7 a piece. But they're effective, they do the job, and so I'm happy with that. We haven't got long to go before this gets flooded, you know. As I say, it's a 6 metre tide, 6.6 I believe today. But just to be here is a privilege, isn't it? To stay beside the sea, you know, as opposed to living somewhere else in central London or wherever. And yeah, that's where we were. And look at that already. And it's just gone 20 past 7 in the morning. So yeah, it's beautiful. Wow. And the low tide was 4:16. So 3 hours and that tide's fairly moved right in. But good to see. Anyway, we'll give this another, oh, I don't know how long I've got now. Not a long, maybe half an hour, and then we'll hightail it up these stairs. Yeah, and if we can't, we'll go up there. Oh, and there you go, there's the watch people, Shoreham Watchtower type thing. I think that's volunteers opening up shop. So they do a great job. Yeah, Coastal Watch. Anyway, I will see you in a bit. Oh well guys, traps are out. Out tonight for sure when it's dark, and see if we score, yeah. But yeah, that's nice. So it's not too choppy, so they won't be trashed. But we had, as I say, we had the breakwater anyway. So until later on today, take it easy. Please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next tide. Bye.